Great. All right, take it away.
Cool. So I'm Victoria Setian. I'm senior producer from Avalanche Studios, and I'm super excited to show you our third DLC update. It's part of the expansion pass of Daredevils, Demons, and now here's Danger. This is Danger Rising. And the idea here is in this DLC, the agency is actually coming after Rico. We're going to jump forward a little bit in the demonstration, but the way things start off is that Sheldon is actually going to get a tip. Sheldon and Rico are going to go head out, see what the tip's all about, but they're going to get ambushed by the agency. And when the agency is coming for Rico, they're super serious, so they're actually bringing with them their own grappling hooks. So they'll be tethering around all over the place. They've moved in these submarines off the shores of Solis, so Rico's going to have to infiltrate these submarines, take them down, and stop any communications back to the agency. Because if they're coming for him, he's going to come even harder for them. But if the agency is going to have a new toy, we wanted to make sure Rico also has a new toy. So we're introducing a brand new Traversal Mechanic for DLC 3. I'm very excited. We've got a hoverboard.
Oh.
Yeah. And as much as I love Back to the Future, ours is a little bit better because it does work on water. So we put a lot of thought into that, and you've got all these other different mechanics that you can use between the wingsuit and the parachute and the grappling hook, and we really wanted to make sure we're continuing to fill this sandbox with more tools. So we thought, if we're going to have this like water-based DLC, let's give you something cool to get around on it. And so this is our biggest DLC update to date. It's got the most weapons, vehicles, and missions, and bases to take down. And so I'm gonna stop my preamble there, and we're gonna jump into the build. So you might notice in the upper left corner, we've got the familiar shopping list is returned. Yeah. We've continued to listen to the feedback from fans and how much they miss the Liberation gameplay from JC3, so this does harken back to that. So you can see one of our bases in the distance. So you're going to have a number of objectives you have to take on, destroy the infrastructure, because of course you got to blow some shit up.
Of course.
Can I curse? Is that okay? Sorry.
Yeah,
destroy critical systems and submerge some crates.
Wonder if the Lord will fry these conduits.
So those may seem like, submerging crates, alright, I can use my retooler, I've got like a million ways to do it, I've got my boosters and airlifters, but one of our cool new weapons is the Sequoia Mag Slug. So Sven, can you show them what happens when you fire? It just propels things, careening into the sky and into the water. It's actually our favorite weapon because it's just so ridiculous to use. The secondary fire also is like a booster mine. So it's really just all about how much can we project these things around. So you can see he's on the hoverboard right now. He's riding a mag rail. When you're on a mag rail, the hoverboard will automatically propel itself. When it's not on the mag rail, we are a physics-based sandbox, so you do need to use momentum and tether to things to keep your speed. But while he's on it, you can see he's able to glide, he's able to shoot, so he's able to move around very quickly. So when these agents are coming after him, he's very nimble and able to escape. So you can see he's doing some kind of skateboarder-esque moves there. We actually have a couple of skateboarders in the office who brought in their boards, and we studied and talked about what would make sense for Rico to be doing here in an animation set for the hoverboard.
So some of the basic tricks and a little more complex strips
as
well that fit with how he's getting on and off the different
exactly, and even while he's jumping, just flipping the board around. So what we've got here is we wanted to make sure we're going to give you this new mechanic. There's lots of fun new things to do with it. So aside from the mag rails, we've got a couple of objectives that are tied to using the hoverboard. Okay. So you can see this plate in the ground that's sort of electrified. So you want to go over all of these in a specific order. You can tell by the POI in a specific time frame. So Sven is especially fast because he knows the order from playing it, but first you need to figure out that order and you want to do it as quickly as possible. And then the reactor will come out. And of course, gotta end things with a beautiful explosion.
Of course.
That did the trick.
Even Sheldon is laughing with us.
Boom.
There it is.
The classic walk away.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Always happens. Try to be dramatic.
So over here is a vehicle scanner.
Get to the engine room.
But this time around, you're actually going to have to use one of our new vehicles in order to open it. So with DLC 3, with Danger Rising, we're introducing a brand new vehicle type, which is the Hovercraft. And So these things can go on land, they can go on sea. It has a machine gun, and it also has a missile that can lock on.
Oh.
So it's really useful if you just want to mow enemies down for a distance, if you want to destroy a bunch of that infrastructure while on the go, like he's doing now. So you can see that's the lock on target reticle.
Yeah. Automatic lock on, or do you have to trigger it yourself?
It's auto.
Okay.
So this is great. So you don't want to get too close to turrets because they're so great with attacking.
Yeah.
But using the missiles, he's able to lock onto the weak points and just take out. We've got sea mines in the water. Our other vehicle that we have here is the agency helicopter. They can drop sea mines.
Okay.
So we want to make sure if you're going to be in the water, gotta have a little bit of difficulty.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in. Just gotta find the engine room.
Can't just be other vehicles, there's gotta be hazards.
Right, and they'll come after you too. Like you'll see sometimes when you're really in like the middle of a dogfight, a hovercraft will like come in out of nowhere, just mowing things down.
Shoot out the power cells. That should trigger the failsafe. Open the reactor up.
So this is another one of our objective types that's going to make use of the hoverboard. This time around, you want to hop on the mag rails and destroy the power cells as fast as possible. The order doesn't matter. You just want to do it fast. And that's just a quick tutorialization on how to turn around. So when you're playing this thing for the first time, you know like how to do the little intricacies of the hoverboard. Nice.
I actually like the tutorials when they pop up, so you kind of get an idea and you can mess with it right when you get it.
Yeah, they're nice little tool tips, just so that like we don't want to slow the player down either, you know?
Yeah. Just a little bit of information to help you out.
Yeah, like a breadcrumb.
So you don't want to like really spoon feed people things either. You want to actually let them explore and figure out things, so
It's not going anywhere now.
it gets you more into it.
I feel like the most satisfying part of game design is when you give the player just enough that they figure out the rest, and they feel like that aha moment, you know? And it can be really hard to like balance that, right?
You don't want to give them too little, so
Yeah.
that they get frustrated, like, why can't I get this to work?
Exactly.
And you don't want to give them too much, they're like, okay, well, okay.
Yeah, it's like, we got it. Alright, how we doing? We've got 6 more infrastructure pieces to destroy, 1 more critical system, and a couple more crates. Nice. That was close, that was good. Nice.
Do the tricks kind of add a little bit of a dodging ability type thing to help make it, or is it just for fun?
I mean, it's both, because it is like part of your jumping.
Okay.
So you certainly will need to jump to dodge things. But we did want to make sure it feels good, you know? So much of that is just about game feel. And we also want you to feel like, you know, Rico the action hero.
Yeah.
You'll notice, like, some of the agents, this is what I love and also hate about them, is they'll plant themselves and just, like, shoot a bunch of things and move. So it's almost like a mobile turret.
Yeah.
So you've got to, like, really be quick to take these guys down. And they're really, really hard to beat.
Yeah, especially with now they have the grapples and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, their health, they've got a lot of health. And just, like, the movement, nice. Oh, my gosh.
Nice headshot.
I felt so satisfied watching that. Love it. You're just like going for the headshot after headshot. That's another really nice strategy. Is like
knock them down and
it gives you a moment to just like nail them.
It's almost like you get to feel like how they felt when in other previous games when you're throwing all over the place.
That's so true. Where do you go? Yeah.
Now you're like do the same.
Oh my god, that's such a great position. So this is a database that you're going to hack, and it is interruptible, which is why you want to clear the area of as many of the agents as possible, which will raise the platform.
And you can use the new fun gun to send things
flying. It never gets old for me. I don't know. Every time.
So does it also work on like the enemies too? Like you can use it on against enemy vehicles or the personnel and send them flying?
Yes. Although it ultimately, because we are physics-based, it depends on the weight of the object. Yeah. And then in general, I think for our NPCs, it depends also like what their health state is at that time.
Okay. race the
there
missiles.
It is. Oh my god. Nice. It's so hard to do it that way. Because it's like, it's quite a large box, but when you're far away, it feels small, you know?
And since you're on the move too.
Yep. Watch out for the balls. Oh gosh. Nice. Oh yeah, you can deploy it while you're in the water.
Okay.
And if you're underwater, he'll actually ride it to the top, so you'll like resurface immediately.
So it's a quick way to. So it's a quick surface method then.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. And if at any time you run out of momentum too, yeah, that's a good idea.
Gets you up super quick.
Yeah, it's almost like you're riding with a dolphin.
Yeah, or one of the submersible things when people dive.
Oh yeah, with like the flashlights and stuff. Yeah.
It's just to help you go deeper surface and move around.
Yeah. Even our music is inspired by like more of the like tech rather than the South American feel.
Yeah.
We wanted something a little bit more atmospheric for these agents moving in.
Yeah. One of my favorite aspects of Just Cause also is just the destructibility of almost everything.
Yeah.
And how it's part of the game to destroy as much as possible.
We have dedicated destruction designers who think about like, okay, how are these pieces going to fall apart? How many different pieces? What feels more satisfying?
Yeah.
And then they even work with like our VFX artists to then think about, okay, so once you destroy this piece, we'll get your first effect. This piece, the next effect. So there's a lot of thought we put into the destruction. So that's great to hear that you do it.
Especially when you can do a chain reaction.
Yes.
That's
what he's been trying to work on is like there's a couple of like towers that you can kind of domino if you aim it just right. So this is cool because this is actually like a puzzle you have to think about before you get to destroy the thing. Usually we just sort of let you go in and destroy, but this one we wanted to make sure, take a moment to just stop and think through how you trigger those consoles.
Can't have everything be easy.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta change it up.
Eventually, the agency's gotta realize, okay, gotta make him think a little bit. Something to which he is just destroying us.
Nice. This is our last
of the supporting infrastructure.
Took the words out of my mouth.
Skipper's protocol. Activate the communication relay.
They're gonna beam whatever they can back to agency HQ.
Don't let that happen.
So this is cool because you're going to ride the mag rail, and as you're riding it, it's basically winding up the communications tower to rise out of the platform.
Once it's exposed, shoot it to hell.
And then you gotta shoot it.
So essentially you're cranking it up right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Instead of just hitting a button.
Right. And then if you like ran out of ammo and had to jump off the mag rails, it would go back down.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you have to rise back up.
Yep.
So depending on how you're going, it'd be a strategy to either go from the bottom and let it come back down, or back up as he's doing. Okay.
That's it.
So there is some strategy involved in this too.
Find an access point on board. Send me what's left of the substation base. I'll try and figure out what's going on.
Aye, aye.
I used to do that to the enemies. You're about to kill me? Zipline out.
Yeah.
grapple.
Get out of there.
Alright.
So that's pretty much the end of the demonstration, and then it goes into a cutscene where you're going to get a quick glimpse at the main adversary for Danger Rising, which is Emerson Miller. He's the one leading the operation against Rico.
Okay.
Miller always knew how to play the game. Even better.
We'll skip through that. Yeah, so that's one of the bases, and so we've got, new story missions, the bases for you to take out, the Traversal Mechanic. There's actually 5 new weapons. We actually only just showed you 2 of them. We've got the Magnesis gun, which I think is going to be very, very cool. It harkens back to the gravity gun from JC3, but we've added, like a secondary fire and tweaked a little bit of the abilities so you can like pick things up, move them around, burst them, or just immediately like blow them away. And so, yeah, there's a ton here. So I don't know if you want to get hands-on now. Do you want to ask questions?
I kind of want to get hands on it. Just watching it
Do
makes me
it.
want to
Go
get
for
hands
it.
on.
Yeah.
It just looks.
Oh yeah, our automatic sniper rifle. The secondary fire actually deploys a drone that you can direct to help you. And so that's its health bar. So you can even ride it around if you want. And in the other bases, because we didn't want to throw too much at you because this is the starting base, you're going to see the agency riding it on drones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So every so often you're like, where is that coming from? And you look up and it's a guy on a drone.
Would you actually be able to use the drone as a grapple point as well to give you momentum or anything?
Sure.
Yeah.
Send it ahead of you and just ride use it as an extra thing.
Yeah, and awesome.
So if you send it in, when you direct it to go somewhere, then you grapple to it to kind of pull yourself along if you need to.
You could. But you probably would most likely ride it, but at the same time, we hope that like people try and figure out new ways.
Creative ways of doing things.
Exactly.
Just the fact that you can grapple to it and use it is probably gonna come into factors for a lot of people.
Yeah. So we can reset the base. So now you've seen kind of what's going on there, so you can just like mess around at your leisure.
Switch to 4K again. What?
There you go.
Should have brought my glasses.
Great job, Sven, by the way.
Alright, thank you. So I guess you're playing not inverted on the y-axis.
Okay.
Do you?
I don't invert. No.
Okay. Me either.
Yeah. It always throws me off unless I'm in a plane that does it. That doesn't really make sense. Everything else.
Oh yeah.
I call it pro mode.
Yeah.
Very nice. Say whatever you have to say and feel good about yourself. I got all my burns are on camera. I'm sorry. I gotta stop.
I gotta remember all the controls too, because you don't want.
Oh yeah, it takes some time to acclimate, and we can also like point it out.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have the grappling hook on the left bumper.
Okay. Secondary fire.
Yeah. And if you want to get the hoverboard going, you have to press down on the right thumbstick.
Right down on the right thumbstick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, where were we?
Neutralize the USS Watchdog, kid.
So long as you can go.
No, it's good because then if you do drop in the water, you can check out the deploy.
Yeah. Ooh.
There you go. Just go ahead and hit R3. So you get a nice little boost of speed to help start you off.
So
and then you can tether to that, to the buoy. Or you can shoot it.
Yeah, it's trying to remember like a certain little thing.
It takes a moment to acclimate. Also, too, like I don't know if this is like the type of controller you tend to use.
It's been it's not really like it's been a while since I had a thicker one like this.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to remember. There it is.
Nice. Very nice. Headshot in your first enemy immediately.
If you can short out those conduits, the center reactor should open up.
Wonder if the board will fry these conduits.
Conduits will reboot themselves pretty quick.
So to turn around, you really want to. Your tether is what's going to help you make the tighter turns.
Okay.
So remember, you have to find those in a certain order.
Yeah.
Conduits rebooted. Wasn't fast enough.
Alright, let's see these. The wrong button again.
All good. And if you ever just want to turn off hoverboard, it's the same button to just like a quick tap.
Get up. Run!
There you go, there you go. Especially because they have grappling hooks, the more you can move around the space. Which is hard, because lining up a shot and then immediately moving.
That's stuff that happens to me a lot.
I think you're inside a destructible object, right?
Yep.
You should.
That's what I'm trying to do.
There you go. Nice.
Get my way out.
So we have a couple of different types of agents. So we've got the guys that have their own grappling hook, and we have a couple of foot soldiers too who are just firing like sniper rifles and stuff at you.
Yeah.
Target's repositioning!
That's why I'm just doing that. Keeping it stuck in structures, I think.
Oh.
That seems to be my talent with some game getting stuck. There it is.
Nice.
What can you do then? More fun playing with a new gun. She does work pretty well against them. Where are they?
Grappling!
It is a shotgun, so
Okay.
it can't.
So-
It worked fairly far, but not super
Yeah,
far.
far range isn't that great. Okay.
Order!
Yeah.
There we go. He's been annoying me. There he goes again.
That's great.
I forgot what I was doing for a second.
There you go. Nice.
That was 3 shots. Yeah. One of the tougher ones. Alright.
Gotta get them all before they reboot, Rico.
Oh. That's interesting.
Like I said, I got a talent for having things like that happen.
Conduit's rebooted. Wasn't fast enough.
I don't know how many times I've fallen through a map on a
Gotta
game.
get them all before
That's
they
amazing.
reboot, Rico.
Keep clicking the button.
It's all good.
Thumbsticks are.
I mean, you've been playing for 2 minutes, so
Yeah.
you're still like acclimating.
Conduit's rebooted.
I have a tendency to hit thumbsticks by accident a lot. I mean, to hit something else.
Especially when like
You
there's.
should try to get out there and use
Yeah.
the mag rails.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy the beautiful sunset.
A lot of fuel here.
Looks like a pretty large-scale operation.
Nice.
Yeah, don't shoot
Perfect.
something.
There you go. Oh, you're
That
getting
was
back
pretty
into
cool.
it. There you go. Nice.
Watch out.
I'm gonna take out this from the bottom. There you go. Just takes a little bit.
There you go. Yeah.
Is he doing this? I forget. Weapon switch.
Hold X.
Hold X.
Oh, I think you only have one weapon right now.
Okay. That's
I think you're, when you run out of ammo, you will drop a weapon, so.
Okay.
But maybe there's a weapon crate near here. Or actually, you've been killing lots of guys, so you may also drop some weapons.
Yeah.
There you go, nice. Oh, nice, yeah, so now you're getting the feel of the, like, momentum thing, too.
Turn over, guys.
Love it.
Wonder if the board will fry these conduits.
Oh, that's gonna.
Come on. Tip over.
I know, right? Yes. Oh. Oh my gosh. Stop. Oh my god. Okay. Amazing.
Alright.
There we go.
That's sick. That's a nice rifle. I find that using the rifle while you are the bullpup, while you're on the mag rail, tends to be a little bit easier because you don't have to be quite as precise.
Yeah.
And because you're moving and stuff. Yep, nice. So how does it feel, that gun in your hands and blowing those things?
It's good.
Right?
just in general, using this gun because I actually really like shotguns.
Yeah.
So
It's awesome. Yeah, I feel like ever since I picked up like the shotgun back in like Lumberton 2, I was like, this is my gun forever.
yeah, I used to use it in like games like Halo and stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Before they changed some of their mechanics with it. My friend used to joke that as a surgeon with a shotgun to use the kill boat quote.
Should we jump into the interview because we only have like 10 minutes?
Okay,
Oh, yeah, okay.
I get that. I'm having just too much fun with shooting that game. Just, I'll do this without thinking.
Well, awesome. Well, the good news is it does come out fairly soon. August 27th, I think. Right? August 27th. So, yeah. Can you get hands on with our hoverboard?
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it.
Thanks so much for checking it out and playing.
Okay, so just finished that, and honestly, I can't wait for it.
Oh, awesome!
It's so much fun. I would have played this all day if you guys let me.
Oh my gosh, that's super cool to hear. Thanks so much.
The mag rails and the hoverboard that are really great. The mechanics are awesome. The enemies actually are harder, so I really don't know what to say. It's just so much fun.
That's a huge compliment. Thanks so much. Like it's not a straightforward task of taking something like from a paper design and translating it into a three-dimensional experience, you know? So you can hope and try to anticipate from learnings you make throughout developing the main game and the other DLCs, but it's until you put it into practice, and we play it ourselves, but then it's not until you get those objective players who haven't played it before and experiencing for the first time that you get that confirmation of that thing that we designed on paper all those months ago and have been working to build like actually hits the mark. So it's fantastic to hear that you really enjoyed it so much.
And you were saying earlier that you listened to some of the fans from the previous that wanted certain things from the previous games, and you brought those back, which is also a really big thing because sometimes you don't get fancy feedback and they don't feel like they're heard for the new one.
Yeah.
So it's really great that you were able to bring something that they really love back.
Thanks. Yeah, we definitely listen to our community. I feel like, you know, Just Cause 4 and Just Cause in general is really so community driven and fan driven because it's all about creating the sandbox and filling it with as many toys as possible so that whatever the bounds of your imagination like leads you to, you can try and experiment and do. So it's almost like having like, yes, Rico is like our main player character, but our players and their imagination is like a whole nother component that we really do take into consideration.
There's so many different ways of doing everything between the different tools he has.
Yeah.
So you really do leave it open. Then there's the little mini kind of games to do stuff along the way with the paragliding, the air suit, and I'm guessing now that there's the hoverboard, there's going to be hoverboard challenges as well.
Yes, actually, you guessed correctly. So upon the completion of each base, we actually added a bunch of hoverboard ring courses.
Okay.
And so you're going to have to actually, you're using your hoverboard, but you will have to use the wingsuit and parachute and get a little clever about how you're going to reach some of these rings. And then once you complete the entire DLC, we have a couple on the mainland as well. So they're going to start at the very tippy top of the Alpine and take you all across Solis. And you've got a limited amount of time to go over them all. Yeah.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
And like you said, yours works on water,
Yes.
which is even better.
Yes.
So, I'm honestly just still thinking about all the stuff I was playing with the mag gun and everything.
Oh yeah,
so,
the Max, like, yeah, it's just so fun.
Yeah. I mean, even though it does have the range and everything, because it is a shotgun, like you
Right.
said.
Yeah.
Which took a little getting used to, but the destructibility of everything is still there.
Yeah.
All the core mechanics have been with all the other Just Cause games are still there, which makes it great. So if you've played it before, it's really you fall right back into your old rhythm with it, really.
Oh, that's great.
So-
Yeah, we really want to make sure like we're innovating, we're pushing, we're doing new things, but still staying true to that core experience. And with the weapons too, we want to make sure we're giving people fresh experiences, but we don't want anything to be too easy either. We want you to feel like you're overcoming a challenge and figuring out how do I connect the dots to make the experience that I want as a player. So while you and I may love this mag slug, I mean, some people might love the new sniper rifle we've got, or just tooling around with the magnesis gun.
So I didn't really choose a sniper rifle yet, but I will eventually.
Oh yeah, I mean,
so.
we definitely throw a lot at you in this update.
Which also means like, just thinking, oh, maybe there might be a challenge riding the sniper rifle secondary.
Oh yeah, I like that.
That could be
yeah.
something eventually. You
Yeah.
know? You could use that. I get credit. But yeah, the whole development of everything, I really am enjoying what I'm seeing with this. I've played the first two and a little bit of the fourth, but not too much yet.
Yeah.
So this DLC is good. And, the previous one you had was the Demons one. I
Yes.
didn't actually get to play that yet, but
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that as well.
Well, the cool thing is too, if you do end up picking this one up, and as soon as you unlock the hoverboard, I mean, you can use it in every other piece of content, which I highly recommend because I mean, yes, I'm a biased individual,
Yeah.
but I mean, I think it's super fun, and especially like careening around on land and going through all of the different biomes with it, and it just adds this whole new layer.
Yeah, I could see easily doing the whole back feature thing, grappling to a car and like.
I've totally done that. Oh my gosh, yes. And then it immediately brings me back to like being Marty McFly. It feels
Exactly.
great. Yeah.
Honestly, I think the hoverboard is probably like the best innovation I've made.
Thanks so much.
As soon as you said hoverboard, I was just like, yes.
Yeah, it fulfills like so many fantasies for
Yes.
me. Yeah.
And the grappling still works great. The switching and everything. It's honestly like all this. It's just so good to how to do different things, and the development that you guys have done is amazing. So I'm really glad I got a chance to do this, and really thankful that everything's good.
Thanks so much. We really, really appreciate that, myself and the whole team. You know, we work for a really long time on these things, and it's so nice to hear when people are enjoying the things that we're doing. Thank you.
Thank you again, and I guess that's it for us.
Aww.